Hello my beautiful familia. So they want me to do a reading for the collective again. Set the intention to receive these messages clearly from Creator, Source Energy, and only high vibrational energies like Archangel Michael, our benevolent ancestors, and their benevolent spirit family. You want to go ahead and think of or set an intention for yourself, you're more than welcome to do it. Thank you for your divine healing, your divine wisdom, ancestral wisdom, and divine protection, ancestral protection. We only accept high vibrational energies to read, and we would appreciate clear messages of healing, love, divine wisdom, ancestral wisdom, or any messages that you want us to know for the divine collective. Yes, for the twin flames. And all that jazz. Source, Creator, Universe, God. What messages do you want the divine collective to know? What messages do you have for the divine collective, to the divine counterparts? Source, Creator, what messages do you have for the divine collective, the divine counterparts? Source, Creator, Universe, what messages do you have for the divine collective? Okay. Sorry, my nose. It's too much. Speak clearly, please. What messages do you have? Source, Creator, what messages do you have for the divine collective? Thank you for the clear messages of healing, wisdom, and guidance. Source, Creator, Universe, God, what messages do you have in Archangel Michael? I'm sorry, I giggled because I know he's here. Always backing me up. I love him. Love you. Archangel Michael. If you don't know, Archangel Michael is the main one guiding these unions and protecting these unions. And in the video I recorded yesterday, they talked a lot about once you meet, or once you realize that that is your twin or divine counterpart, whatever you want to call it. And we started. So we got the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords. Okay. Sorry, there was a light. So the Two of Swords is about having a blindfold on or not being able to see. It's also about not knowing what decision to make. Okay. What decision to make? This does represent in present energy, you didn't put the blindfold on, but you're the one keeping it on. So it's our free will. So you're the one that has to take it off. You have to choose to take it off. And we have to be honest about accepting this type of mission, because it's not just the romantic, you know, journey behind it. It comes with a lot of responsibility. But we already agreed to this. So the way I look at it is like, I wouldn't have agreed to this, you know, if I didn't see myself capable of it. Now I'm there. Trust me. There was a time where I was like, what is going on? Like, you know, am I ready for this? Yes, that moment's gonna come. Like, it's natural for us humans to be like, you know, in the human experience, to doubt ourselves. Like, that's been programmed. We've been programmed to doubt ourselves, to keep us little, you know. So the fact that you came and did this mission, and you do choose your skinship, that's what I like to call it, because the skin we're wearing is not just our skin. It's scientifically proven that it's the skin of our ancestors as well, you know. And we have to honor our ancestors, and we have, like, don't be afraid to speak to your ancestors. And if they give you little signs, or like you hear their favorite song, or you smell them, or, you know, you see a butterfly and it reminds you of them, or you think of them, that's them. So don't ever be afraid to get in touch with your ancestors, especially if you had a very close bond with them, or even if you didn't know them, you know. I have a cousin that's writing for me, and we didn't really know each other physically in this life, but he's been one of my main protectors. So it's yeah, I'm gonna forever be thankful for him, you know. So take that blindfold off, and don't be scared to get in touch with the spirit realm. I know it's easier said than done, and it's not easy, because when paranormal shit starts happening, you do doubt, like, what is it? Who is it? You know, like before, it used to trip me out, I'm not gonna lie, but now it's more like, who is it? Like, now I'll be like, what's good? You know, if I know who it is. So it's like, or what messages, or how are you doing, or what's going on, or is there any messages I have for the family, or things like that. Or like, especially for the people that are intuitive. Sorry, my nose is really itchy right now, but I know it's because they're here. So I know it's hard at first, but don't be scared. What? That makes no sense. It's hard at first, but don't let that fear limit you from your truth, from your guidance, and from your clarity. Like, maybe they're trying to help, you know, and we're too scared because it's something paranormal, or you're not used to it. But honestly, from what I've seen, a lot of us are, since we were little, we've experienced like paranormal things, or ghosts, or things like that would like, or appear to us. And, you know, because we have to remember that in order for energies to be able to communicate, you have to have enough energy or vibration for them to be able to use that to communicate with you, because their energies are very strong. So in a way, they have to adjust their energy to be able to communicate, whether it be through visions, hearing things. And sometimes you don't hear it, it's telepathically. Like, you'll see a word in your mind, or you'll hear a thought and you know that that's not your thought. Or you just know something and you don't know how to explain it, but it's a knowing. Like, I know that I'm right. It's that intuition. Thank you. They dragged my they're like, intuition. Yeah. So being able to focus and being able to, you know, see the signs. So take the blindfold off. Take the blindfold off. Take the blindfold off. Sorry, hold on. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the lighting, but it's really dark for some reason. And I've tried a few different things. So when I was shuffling the star and the Six of Cups came out. Again, this is a reunion. It's reuniting. It is okay. I just felt a hug. So a hug. I guess you guys will hug when you reunite, you know. Okay, sorry. I know my cousin's here. Thank you for being here. Okay, so the Six of Cups is for reunion. Like not being, I'm just gonna say what I'm feeling. Like not being able to believe that this reunion is actually happening, like so your wish is being fulfilled. They're pointing to the fire and the water, so it might be like that they're a fire sign, you're a water sign, or there's fire and water, or you have that type of energy in your charts. How the moon, which is feminine energy, is the one that makes the waves in the ocean. So she's the one that, you know, bends and shifts water. And water is a portal, by the way, just so you know. And fire is like, reminds me of sun energy, right? Which is masculine energy. And I was just talking yesterday about how powerful fire is and how like you need it or you can use it. Oh, it's 2:22 p.m. baby. So 222. I have been seeing it a lot. For the people that don't know, that's an I love you from your twin flame or your divine counterpart. It depends on how you're feeling, obviously. And it's also like they're trying to remind you to stay positive. So even if you are in this type of energy where you're like you fear stepping into your spiritual path, or because it's not going to be easy. I'm not even going to sugarcoat this shit. Like there has to be a lot of ego facing and a lot of healing and a lot of purging. But you have to see it for what it is, and you have to see it like you have to use the ego as a tool. It's not what people say and that you don't have to kill it. You know, that doesn't work. You have to understand that the ego is fed in this realm, and that your doubts and your fears are because of the shit you see in this realm or the shit that you've experienced in other lifetimes. But if you have no ego, how are you gonna know or sense when another person's ego is projecting onto you? Right? It's like the people that say it takes one to know one. Yeah. A real person will recognize another real person. A fake person will recognize another fake person. And they'll, you know, birds of a feather flock together. Thank you. A whole day later, but I got it. And if you hear that, that's a garbage man. So take out your trash. Heal those wounds, you know, but don't kill the thing that's showing you your wounds, if you know what I'm saying. So, and you know, we have to remember that we both have divine feminine and divine masculine. And I know I sound like a broken record, but I don't know if this is your first time hearing this, or if you've heard another thing like divine feminines are only divine feminines and divine masculines are only divine masculines, because it's not like that. You shift in and out of that both energies. You don't just stay in one. you know. And this has nothing to do with gender or sexual preference again. It just showed me a rose. And they're pointing to the golden thing on Archangel Michael's that part. It's like a, was that his cape? Yeah, that's his cape, I guess. Golden. I know that the golden light is like very powerful, and it's Archangel Michael presents itself with white, blue, and gold light. I normally just see blue and white lights. Sorry, I just got a message from some personal stuff. Okay, so back to the reading. They keep going back to the sun and the moon. So I guess masculine energy is gonna be closer to fire, or they might be able to manipulate fire. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, when you meet your person, should I? Should I? I'm sorry, I'm being hesitant because it's not something easy to say. And I don't want to scare anyone, to be honest. And the garbage again. It's like every time I'm ready to deliver a message, shit happens. Distractions, interruptions, things like that. But I know what it is, and I'm stubborn as shit, so here we are, doing this message. I mean, you know, they're doing their job, I'm doing my job. We good. Portals. Portals! Oh shit! Okay, that's what they're trying to say. Okay. Got it. I knew there was a reason. Okay. Portals. Sorry, I just looked at one of the designs I made, which is we are walking portals to our ancestors. But that's what they're trying to say. I think that the fire is going to be more of a masculine portal, or when we're in our masculine energy, and water is going to be for the divine feminine, or when we're in our feminine energy. I was just talking about it in the other reading, which will be uploaded. I still have to edit it, but I'm sure it'll go when this one goes up. How like I receive visions and things like that when I'm taking a shower. So if that happens to you, it's normal. So pay attention to those elements, fire and water, and pay attention to what thoughts you receive, what emotions you receive. If you receive any visions or random thoughts that you receive, they're not random. It's your angels or your ancestors or your spirit family trying to give you the signs that you need for clarity and to bring this union together. And this is a deep union. Like with the Six of Cups, it's deep. This is, you know, either you guys have been together in past lifetimes or in this lifetime, but to me it feels more like past lifetimes, to be honest. I know yesterday they were talking about your past competing, trying to compete with your future. But then the world came out, which is about new beginnings and new cycles, and one cycle ending and another one beginning. And we also got the death card, which is the same thing. It's like a rebirth, right? The death of your old self and the birth, confirmation, and the birth of your new life. So let's clarify. I didn't even ask anything. I was gonna clarify the Six of Cups. Okay, speak clearly, please. Can we clarify the Six of Cups? Okay. I'm laughing because of the moon. So the moon. I was just talking about the moon with the star. Thanks to the moon, the waves in the ocean are the ones that, you know, it's the one that makes a movement in the ocean. The energy of the moon. The moon is about things that are happening without your acknowledgement, or things that are being hidden. The things that have been hidden from you, or that the knowledge that you still couldn't get to, are now gonna start coming. It's gonna start coming forward, and that's what the Chariot is representing, which is the movement forward, or like victory. Divine masculine and divine feminine energy working together as a balance, and you being balanced within yourself, within your divine masculine and your divine feminine energies, your individual ones, in order to move forward with these and receive this knowledge and this wisdom. This feels like wisdom about your mission together. Because I know we have, remember, we have our individual mission. And we are back. Okay. See? It's okay. We continue. Okay. Oh. So. Okay. So, you have to have this balance within yourself, but you're going to be receiving. You see how you have the two horses and the two dogs here? It's about, you're going to receive the wisdom for your cohesive mission. So the mission that you guys have together once you guys do meet. Or maybe before you meet, a little bit before you meet. I don't know when it's going to come, but it's coming. But this definitely screams like wisdom, like, yep, wisdom. I have never heard the train that consistent, but okay. Oh, and it came out with the Knave of Cups. The Knave of Cups is a messenger. They come with messages. It's water energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Sorry, I hear a cardinal. And I saw one this morning actually. So maybe you're seeing a cardinal, or you see cardinals, or they're special to you. Yesterday, oh, shit, that's what they were saying. Okay, so this also represents creativity, imagination, right? Being able to receive channeled messages. Like if you freeze, right? And you just, you know, let it be for what it is. Like you don't have a certain concept that you came up with, and let it flow. That's another way that spirit can communicate with you, which I've been wanting, like I've been thinking of doing it, but I haven't done it. Because yesterday they pointed to the feather and I wasn't really sure, but then that's when I noticed the heart. But this feels like, it reminds me of like back in the day, the feather pen, you know, and scripting. So that might be a way that you receive messages, is by free writing. and seeing what wisdom they have, or setting the intention for them. When you hear ringing in your ear, it's normally your spirit family trying to contact you. Always say, I only accept high vibrational energies or messages, right? So you're making sure that you're receiving messages from the right energies, because we have to also remember that these unions are trying to be stopped. That's why Archangel Michael's energy and other energies are protecting us so much. Like, I know Tlaloc, which is one of the deities of the Mexica deities of thunder and rain. He's been very like present with me lately, but that's also because there's a certain connection there for me personally, and they pointed it was 333 again, which they brought up in the last video. So 333, we might be seeing it a lot. Represents creativity, divine feminine energy as well, co-creating with the universe, with the creator, whatever, source energy, whatever you want to call it, God. Your person or you might be very creative as well, like painting, drawing, writing, poetry, stuff like that. Anything creative, anything that comes with your imagination. They might be channeling certain pieces to you, and that's beautiful. Which, by the way, as artists, we have to, because I'm a visual artist, but we have to realize that our ideas sometimes come from spirit, and they are channeled ideas. And that's why when you have an idea and then you're like, oh, but then you see somebody else do it, you're like, oh shit, I was thinking of the same thing. Yeah, that's because it's a channeled message, it's a channeled idea for the people that need to see it, you know. So if you don't act on it and you don't jump on it, then somebody else is going to. So that's just for my creatives out there. Don't feel bad. That just means that you guys were both connected to the same channeled message, which is very common, because it's a collective consciousness, right? We are all connected to source, so source is gonna channel certain messages out, especially for the people that are at the same vibration. That's just what it is. I know I've received ideas through dreams, or I've been inspired by dreams. Those are channeled messages. You'll know when it's channeled, and you know when it's yours, you know. Okay. He came out again. Then you have the Knave of Coins. The Knave of Coins is why did I say knave? The Knight of Coins. That's sorry, that's my neighbor's dog. Y'all see me, right? Okay, sorry guys, like I gotta keep going. Okay, so the Knight of Coins is they come with something, right? So I'm going to clarify what he's coming with, but this is a stable offer. It's slow. It's the slowest knight of the deck, but it's a very stable offer. It takes time for them to get to the point of offering this diamond, but it's because they want to make sure that this is earth energy. We have to remember, like Capricorn, they're very grounded. That's the word I'm looking for. And they want to be sure before they act on something. So it's the Knight of Coins. But I want to see what it brings. So what is the Knight of Coins coming with? See, waiting. The Three of Wands is like waiting, like He's waiting. Okay. So take this as it resonates, but this person is waiting to offer this diamond or this compromise or this commitment. Can we clarify the Three of Wands and the Knight of Coins? So now we got the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins is like, it can mean being left out on the cold, like feeling like they're not taking any actions. Sorry, I saw a light. They're not taking any actions because it is taking them a little bit longer. But we have to remember that the Divine Feminines are guiding this, right? Like, we go through the shit first. That's what they were talking about yesterday. How, like, the rebirth of the Divine Feminines is going to come before the rebirth of the Divine Masculines. And then once we go through our rebirth, like, that because, yes, we have our Tower moments, but then there's that, like, you'll know when it's a rebirth. Ravens might appear. I know it appeared for me. My heart wasn't beating normal. It was very weak for like days, almost a month actually. And there'll be different signs where, like, if you keep seeing the word rebirth, or if you just feel very, you know, like the old you is dead and the new you has birthed, you know, that might also be it. But this is more like, while they're deciding, you might feel like you're waiting and you feel like it's not gonna happen. So you might start losing faith in this union coming to the physical. But this union is gonna come, because you got the Star and you got the Six of Cups and the Chariot. So it is coming forward. It is fulfilled, but you might go through that stage of like waiting, you know, and then, but patience is key with yourself and with your divine counterpart as well. Or maybe the person that you let go of, because they just, yeah, the person that you let go of, or the person, your ex, your karmic, your whatever you want to call it, might be feeling like this, like they are just dropped, you know, they're left out in the cold, which sucks, and I'm sorry for them. But you know, there's always healing, and everything happens for a reason, and I'm sure that there's growth that they had to go through in your partnership, you know. And there's growth, like, just like you had to learn your things and you had to heal some wounds, they also had to heal certain things. So be patient with them as well with that. Obviously there's like different levels of karmics, you know, and bonds, and it's hard to break out from that, that's for sure, especially if there's kids involved. Okay, so for the Seven of Cups, it came out, but I'm feeling more of, I heard temptation, and it is about illusions, like options, illusions, not knowing what's yours, not knowing what's real, not knowing what you should do, confusion. But let me clarify the Seven of Cups. Either you or your significant other is not gonna know. But see, then the Six of Wands came out, which is progress or success. and it's wand energy, so it's action based. Victory is represented by the wreath. So you are, even though you do go through this little stage, right, of doubt, fear, feeling alone, you're gonna be able to see through the illusions, and you're gonna figure out which one is yours, which cup is yours, what's your real cup. Because I know a lot of us are tired. You know, we have been tired, because it's like, either you have people telling you they're your twin flames, or random motherfuckers too, like, you know. But you're gonna know. There's like this knowing that you cannot explain, where it's like, you know, even if you doubt it a little bit, especially when the ego kicks in and the fears kick in, you ask for signs and clarity of the like from the universe, and let them know, like, am I on the right path? You know, is this really my cup? Because I know some of us have like had trouble with that, or like your loyalties in your past as well, and you feel bad because you are about loyalty, but you have to be loyal to your truth at the end of the day, not to an idea, but to your truth. And there's gonna be victory with choosing the right cup and being able to, like, know, you know. It's like they keep repeating a line of one of my poems. It's called where I say, like, let's let our knowing protect us, or something along those lines. And it's that energy of, like, you're not gonna have the words to explain to your loved ones. You're not they might question shit, like they might not understand how you can already feel like you love a stranger, you know. And it's tough, but at the end of the day, it's not really love at first sight. It's like, it's really, there was a quote I saw on Instagram where it was like, it's really soul recognition, not love at first sight. And that resonated a lot, because it's like, kind of know that person already, because this is not the first time that you've been with them. You've been in past lives with them. I'm sorry, I keep seeing white lights everywhere. So if, like, you know, it's that. Is there any other messages for the collective? I know a lot of the unions are, we have justice, I'll take it if it comes out, are happening at this time. It might be like a certain elite group, but it feels like a shift, like a collective shift. That was weird. That was weird. Like, I was shuffling, and then it did come out. And then I felt like the cards went in this, like, hole. It was weird. Okay. So, justice. Justice is about karma. So it could be good or bad, depending on your journey and where you're at in it. It could be legal or court events as well. Issues, victories. Victory? Okay. So karmic victory. So it'll be good karma. Two swords together make an 11. They just showed me two swords, and yeah, that was a connection. So two swords together make an 11. Because she's holding a sword, and then they pointed to the sword of Archangel Michael. but it was like then they showed me 2 swords, which is an 11. It's like 1. You guys are stronger together. This karmic victory is gonna be even stronger when you guys are together and when you guys are balanced and balance each other out. It's been written in the stars. It's been written in the stars. Sorry, I'm dizzy. I keep repeating it. It's been written in the stars. Okay. I love when things like this happen. Okay. So it's been written in the stars, and then they have the Ace of Coins, which is like abundance in material wealth, but it's also like stable abundance. And for me, this also represents a ring. Like commitment, proposal. You don't have to legally be married to somebody for them to really commit genuinely, you know? And then you have the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins always reminds me of balance, especially with this card. In this deck, it means like somebody offering, but like having a motive behind it as well. But this feels more like the one from yesterday, which is like you're receiving this help through this stability, but there's balance. You have the Scale, which is balanced with the Justice card, and then you have 3 coins and 3 coins. And yeah, one is receiving and one is giving, but it's of that balance, like maintaining that balance. But let me clarify the 6 of Coins. Oh, and they showed me a rose earlier. What's up with the rose? I know roses have like very healing, strong healing energy. That's why they've been used in art, and they've like it's one of the most popular flowers through these through history. Rose. Okay, now they're reciting the Tupac poem, The Rose That Grew from Concrete, which is it's a beautiful poem. Did you hear about the rose that grew from concrete? Going against nature's laws, it learned to breathe fresh air. Long live the rose that grew from concrete when no one else even cared. I might have butchered it, but Tupac is the best. By the way, he was a Gemini, and Geminis are connect to the angelic realm. Just saying. Okay, but so it might have been, we know that a lot of us have had a very hard journey, but that's what shapes us, and that's what molds us. And then the wounds that we heal are the wounds that, you know, later on in life you'll start seeing that the shit that you went through are gonna be things that you're gonna help somebody else through. And that's, at least that's, I've noticed that within me, and you know, when other people or other healers share their stories with me as well, we seem to have similar wounds, you know. Is there such a thing as a Celtic flower? How they brought up fire and water at the beginning, and like how they are portals, or it's like they wanted us to pay attention to those two elements. I came across something about water and fire for like the Celtic origins, and it says, as water was a means of cleansing and a source of life, it was also revered by the Celts. They believed that pure spring water was capable of curing disease. It would fall in the form of rain, which was gifted from the sky god. Then it was absorbed by the earth, which created springs, so growth, right? As a result, water offered an instant link between worlds, which is what they were talking about with the portals of water and fire. Like, are both of them serving, or water being a portal of fire. The Scottish and Irish practiced a ritual known as borrowed fire. In ancient times, keeping the fire alight was of paramount importance, and the hearth was only allowed to die once a year at Beltane Eve. It was relit the next day from another festival fire. If the fire died out at any other time, the Celts had to borrow it from a neighbor. No one wanted to do that because they believed the borrower don't judge me. The borrower had power over the cattle and wealth of the lender. Okay. So for the fire, there was a total of 4 fire festivals to mark the beginning and end of each period. The beginning and end. So the end of the old life, or the old you, and the beginning of the new you. So purified by fire. Thank you. Okay. Well, that took way too long. So we're back. Is there any other messages for the Divine Collective? Is there any more messages for the Divine Collective? Is there any more messages for the Divine Collective? Oh. Is there any more messages? The Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords can represent like a heroic, oh shit. It's a courageous, energy in this deck. It could be the hero, or like the one that runs towards the danger. In the upright, position. But I heard, are you ready? And I got chills. You ready? Are you ready to run towards that type of energy? Run towards the fire? Something about fire. I guess running towards the danger, or being courageous enough to do so, because maybe that's part of your mission. Can we clarify? Can we clarify the Knight of Swords, please? Swords is communication as well, so keep that in mind. Heated communication, maybe. Or maybe people will try to break the union through heated words. Heated. There's something there, guys. Can we clarify the Knight of Swords, please? Speak clearly. Can we please clarify the Knight of Swords? So these 3 came out together. You have the Knight of the King of Swords, which is air energy, Libra, Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And then you have the Seven of Coins, which is seeds planted or something taking a long time to grow, right? And then you have the Knight of Cups, which is a genuine offer, an honest heart. And it's clarifying the Knight of Swords. So you got two knights. They keep going back to the fire and the water. Like one night, just, I guess those are the two elements in this reading that they want to focus on. But this being, like, you see the sand clock, it's like time. And time is an illusion. Infinite? I heard infinite. Sorry, there's a lot of energy right now. But the King of Swords is about decision making, so he already made a decision where he's gonna plant his fucking seeds. Okay, I got it. Got it. That's crazy, yo. Yeah, so that, and then he's gonna come with a genuine offer. And it might seem like he's running towards the fire, I guess. I don't know. Should I take it? Okay, I'm gonna take the Emperor, which is masculine energy, so divine masculine. This does feel more like the divine masculine energy, the one I was just talking about. Like, it took a while for him to figure out where he wants to plant his seeds, but he decided. But let me clarify the Emperor. It did come out with the Three of Swords, but like only the Emperor was flipped, so if it comes out again, I'll respect it. Can you please clarify the Emperor? Can you please clarify the Emperor? Yep. The Fool came out. It's too much. The Fool came out, which is about taking a leap of faith. New beginnings. This one, if it comes out alone, it could represent like something starting quickly and something ending quickly. But when it's with the Emperor, which is the one that it's clarifying, it's like commitment. Like, it's gonna be like picking up right where you guys left off in a different life. Okay. So there, it's not gonna end quickly. So let go of that fear. Okay, I'm sensing fear right now. Like, fear from the masculines due to past heartbreak and them not wanting to either hurt you or themselves in this journey. Which, let's be real, like, shit's gonna happen where we're gonna, you know, trigger each other. But I think there's this sense of protection or wanting to protect the other one. Because I know I did. Like, when shit was popping on for me, I wanted to move away because I thought that was the only way I would protect him. So it's that sense of protection. So that fear needs to be like, you need to, with the old you need to let go of like certain fears or things that happened in the past. This feels more for the divine masculines. They have to have this strength to face their ego. And this is fire energy, Leo energy, and this is Piscean energy, Pisces energy, water energy. Fire and water again. See that? I'm not crazy. Okay. So this is having the strength to tame your ego, to face your ego. And this is looking at things from a different perspective. It's also stagnancy. There might be a time where the masculines feel like they are trapped in this stagnant energy, but that stagnant energy is there for them to be able to face their ego and see things from different perspectives and gain the wisdom and gain the enlightenment and knowledge that why is my voice doing that they need to gain for the mission, for their individual mission. And keep pointing to the roses. I don't. As the the Ace of Wands pops out. This is about new beginnings, new passionate beginnings. You see, it's fire energy. So, okay, masculines might be closer to the fire element from what I'm getting. And there's another rose here and a smaller one. And with they were pointing at the two roses here too. So something with roses. Roses are important. I know for the divine feminines, roses are like the initiation, or like the you are gifted roses. I know I was gifted roses in the dream realm when I made a decision, okay, to let go of the past. I clearly just saw a bird in form of a light outside my window, like a white light, but it was the shape of a bird. I'm sorry, I've never seen something like that. I'm sorry, y'all. My heart is going crazy right now. Let me clarify the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is about... Oh, they keep showing me a hand with fire. Divine masculines might... The Knave of Wands is clarifying the Ace of Wands, and the Knave of Wands are messengers, right? They bring messages, and there's a rose right next to the envelope again. There's a lot of roses, bro. Oh shit, they're receiving a message through fire when they're around fire. I don't know, guys. I'm just a messenger. Fire, though. And a message. Or the message that they hold fire. The devil came out. I said I would take it if it came out again. And there's flames. And we connect the devil with fire, right? Helping, filled with fire or whatever. I'm sorry, guys. Some of you guys might be purified through fire. And that's not an easy experience. If I say so. Yeah, it's not. I mean, I'm assuming everybody's gonna feel different, but in my first ascension, it was like I literally felt like my skin was like falling off if somebody touched it for 3 days straight. 3 days straight. And I had a very high fever, but it wasn't being read by the thermometer. Now I know, like, after then I received the messages that it was that, but The divine masculines might start going through their awakening, and their first ascension is going to be through fire. It has to do something with fire, or maybe they're able to manipulate fire. I don't know. If that sounds crazy to you, superheroes, yeah. That's what I was asking them if I should share with you guys. But they're going there, so I'm going there too. When you guys meet, you guys are going to activate certain powers between each other, within each other. And this feels like the masculines have some sort of fire element to them. Maybe they can manipulate fire, maybe they can, I don't know, but fire seems close to the masculines, or they're being purified through fire. Again, this is going to be different for everybody. Can you clarify the double? It does represent low vibrational energies or bonds, or toxic bonds, which is what most of us went through with like our karmics. The 8 of Coins came out to clarify the devil, which is hard work, or like you know how the 7 of Coins is like planting the seeds. This is like the fruit growing. So the fruit, you know what saying I'm thinking about. They're taking it away from me, but they work with fire. Do masculines work with fire? That was the image they showed in my mind. A burning of a bay leaf with fire. Can we clarify the fire? Can you please clarify the fire? The King of Wands came out, which is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might have that in your chart. King of Fire. I'm telling you, something with fire. See how he has a diamond on his hand too, like the tattoo of the diamond. And they showed me the hand with the fire. And the King of Wands is about actions as well. So it's it was 333 p.m. So, which is also the Ascended Masters being with you, just so you know. There's something more to the fire thing. Maybe it'll be different for everybody. So the King of Wands came out, and then the Knight of... Okay, so I felt the need to look up the actual definition of fire in the dictionary, and it literally says, and this is what stuck out the most. It's combustion of burning in which substances combine chemically with oxygen from the air and typically give out bright light, heat, and smoke. But what stood out most is combined chemically, which is what I was trying to say earlier about triggering or igniting the powers within each other, like your supernatural powers. The Knight of Wands still represents travel. You see the ships. It could either be this person travels a lot, or you guys are at a long distance from each other, or okay, the distance might be a frustration, because I heard he's frustrated. And the Knight of Wands represents that in like a love reading. It could be like that it's good, like some frustrations or a sudden like scattered energy is like triggering things within the relationship. It might also frustrate them that or you, once they start going through their awakening or this ascension, that you can't help them out because you know what it feels like, or they want to be close to you and come close to you and help you out with certain things, but you are physically apart. Got it. I think we're good though. Is there any other messages for the Divine Collective? Is there any other messages? So death came out. Purification. The death of the old you and the birth of the new you. Transformation. Purification by fire. Shit, y'all. That's tough. I'm sorry. It is not fun at all. But it also represents endings, like faded endings and new beginnings. This feels, to be honest, like purification by fire. And that's like really having the strength to face your ego. Like on all levels. I'm not trying to scare you guys, I promise, but it's not fun. You have to be very strong and you have to remember who you're working for. And you have to remember that you came here to, you know, help bring the vibration of love and raise the frequency of this, of the earth. Because right now there's a lot of hate and there's a lot of, you know, in this realm, it's karma. It's all about karma, right? And there's an uprising right now, especially in the indigenous community, where a lot of native people are fighting back are fighting for Mother Earth, because we honor her and we understand the importance of protecting her. And this feels like the masculines are gonna work with fire or something with the fire, or might protect through fire. You ready? I keep hearing you ready. Am I ready? I've been through that shit. Man, if I find out I have to go through another one. Okay, guys. I love it when things align. I just got really good news. Okay, but you guys, I'm sorry if you guys are going through that. I don't know if everybody goes through it, but it's not easy. And I don't want to scare you, but I just want you guys to be prepared. Stay close to the God frequency, 963, and hertz, and 333 is also about the Ascended Masters being with you. So you are being protected through this purification, and you are balancing. But it's about a rebirth, right? My third eye is itchy. Yeah. So a rebirth through fire, maybe, or purification through fire. It's you. When this shit happens, you really need to dig deep, and you need to remember who the fuck you are and who the fuck you're working for. Because you will be challenged, and when they say that, you know, like I was talking about earlier with frustrations and interruptions and noises and stuff like that, I have to push through it because I'm trying to be stopped from getting the messages to the right people. but it's my stubbornness, you know, that doesn't let me stop. And honoring and remembering who you are, and letting that rebirth happen. Don't feed your fears. Like, face them, acknowledge them, but don't let them take over. Don't let them frustrate you enough to, like, you know, for you guys to separate, or for you guys to start attacking each other, having a war with each other instead of working together. Sorry, I just got a message. Yes, I'm smiling because I'm happy. Okay, but you know, we have to remember that as divine counterparts, we have to hold space for the other person when they're at their weakest, or when they're going through ascensions, or when they're going through things like this. And we have to try to, you know, even if we can't be there like physically, like by communicating or stuff like that, our energy can still get to them, right? We can still telepathically communicate, but not off of ego or like territorial type of energy. More like, even if we are arguing right now, like, try to understand the other person's perspective, and also try to, like, remember how hard it was for you when you were going through these things. As divine feminines, we guided, so we went through this shit first. And it's a mirror effect, remember? So they're gonna follow. And that's what they were trying to say yesterday with the Tower card in the reading. How, like, they might start experiencing sudden Tower moments or changes, but this feels more like the huge rebirth. So please stay strong, guys, and remember who you are. Remember that all of us have wounds, and all of us have fucked up, and all of us have had to forgive ourselves. So when you're in this vibration, forgive yourself and forgive the people that have hurt you. You know, that was the best advice. One of the best advices I've ever received is to forgive myself. Because nobody's perfect. And that guilt is heavy as fuck, yo. You know, and those things that we messed up in are there to teach us. They're teachers. Our mistakes are teachers. They're lessons. So honor that. And stay strong for each other, because if y'all thought the fucking union was hard, wait till y'all fucking actually meet who you are meant to be with. It's an overwhelming feeling, especially for the one that's more awakened. Is there any other messages? Is there any other messages? I think we're good. Is there any other messages for the Divine Collective? Yeah, we're good. Oh, shit. Okay. Temperance fell out. And then the Tower was at the bottom of the deck as well. So Temperance is about patience, as I was saying earlier. She is the angel of patience, so she will be working with you guys when you guys are going through this. And then if you see, she's pouring water into the cup, so she's working with water. So your spirit family might be there to, like, you know, put some fires out between you guys through these Tower moments. And then you have thunder as well, and fire here. Shit, they keep, I'm telling you, it's important. There's a reason they keep showing me this. Fire and then thunder, which means that it's raining. So water and fire combining to, you know, have these Tower moments. Sudden changes, life changes, like spirit stepping in and being like, no, here. Like, you're here, but you need to be here. You know? Through these lessons, through this healing. And after the Tower moments, that's when you can see clearly, and you can see through the, you know, what was able to destroy those the reason those structures were broken, or the old you was broken, was because that's no longer serving your mission. You need to be destroyed. There's a Spanish song, El Alfa, I can't say the name. But it's talking about how, like, Creator breaks you in order to remold you, because it's through these times that you become a new you. So it's like sometimes we have to allow that destruction to happen in order for the rebirth to occur. So you have to sacrifice your old you to be able to to birth the new you. They keep repeating it, and it might not be easy, especially for the masculines, because I know that it's, you know, but if you are in union already, even if you're not, there's things that you can do, like energetically, like keep working on yourself and keep healing yourself in order for them to be able to heal themselves, because it's a mirror effect. When you do it, they do it. But you can't force shit on people either. So don't force yourself down their throats either, because it's nobody likes that. You know, you have to respect each other's space and freedom as well, and free will. But even if you're not in communication, you can energetically help by holding space, sending love, sending resilience, prayer, meditation, you know, things like that. I think we're gonna end it there. And remember that once a union happens, there's gonna be more triggers, because there's more healing involved. You know, like you had to heal individually, but then when you guys come together, it's gonna be like a different level of healing together. And that freedom, you know, respect, like true love is freedom. You know, it's like both of you guys constantly growing in order to keep, you know, being at each other's, like, at the right frequency. But if one is doing all the fucking work and then this person's not, then how are you gonna meet if one's here and the other one's here? You know, so I guess it's time for the masculines to be purified and go through this rebirth in order for them to, and it might be tough for some of them, so please hold space for them. And, you know, remember that there's a bigger picture, not just your ego, you know. So I wish you guys the best. I might do the Cancer reading. I was hoping to do the Cancer reading, but they said the divine counterpart, so I have to respect what they say. And we will see tomorrow where, because I'm trying to do a reading every day, but we will see. I try to respect, like, their guidance, to be honest. So I'm gonna be editing this and then posting it on YouTube. And my IG, I keep forgetting to mention it, it's the same as the YouTube channel, which is Bella Alma with Familia. And I'll put the name in the description as well, so you guys can follow me. Thank you for your likes, thank you for your shares, and thank you for your subscriptions if it resonated. If it didn't, I will leave some very amazing ladies in the description that are intuitive readers as well, and they're so awesome. So just keep healing, stay resilient, keep rising, don't give up, don't quit. Remember who the fuck you are. Peace.